And I call it Big Wednesday because today we're going to get a lot of stuff done. It's Wednesday. Most people call it Hump Day. I don't believe in that. I don't know what that means. All I know is that today is about to be a great day because I have no choice. I'm calling it. I'm saying it. I'm claiming it. Today is mine. It's going to be mine. It's always mine. I'll make sure it's mine all the time. So it's Big Wednesday. Today's topic, we're talking about the philosophy of ants. I've heard this philosophy recently and it just blew my mind. It blew my mind. I mean, we all know about ants. We know how they work, but to really look at how they operate is just truly incredible and realize how much we don't operate that way. We can all agree that ants are probably the most hardest working creatures on earth. I've never seen an ant not working. I've never seen an ant not at work, not putting in that work, not getting to it, not making it happen, not progressing, not moving something forward. And I've never seen them not do it together. The philosophy of ants, honesty, is teamwork. And really studying how they work, they will risk their lives for the other person. They will make sure the greater good is always accomplished. And the best thing about ants is it's really the absence of ego, man. The absence of ego with ants is truly incredible. They don't eat food on the way back home. They make sure they bring all the food back to everybody so they share the spread. It's incredible. And what I really appreciate about ants the most, and this is the lesson in it, is that they will work and they will continue moving forward all the way. Not until they're done. I mean, either until they're done or until they die. Ants will work until they're done or until they die. That's how committed they are to what they're trying to accomplish. I said it this morning on my run thought. The best thing about ants is when there's a challenge in front of it, whether it's in this form, we're going to consider it a pebble. If there's a pebble in front of an ant, eventually, of course, it will try to go around the pebble. If it cannot go around the pebble, it will try to go over the pebble. If it cannot go over the pebble, it will try to lift the pebble. If it can't lift the pebble, it will go find others and bring them back to the pebble to lift it. Do you understand where I'm going? If they can't lift that pebble, they will try to dig a tunnel to go under the pebble. If they cannot go under the pebble, they will try to eat through it. And they will try to eat through that pebble until they die. Just an incredible creatures that just are just truly relentless. Truly relentless. So I'm sharing that with you, the philosophy of ants. The biggest thing is working together. I don't know why a lot of us have this problem. Our ego is killing us. Our ego is killing us, ladies and gentlemen. It is killing us. It's killing our dreams. It's killing the things that we want to do. It's making our accomplishments take way longer than necessary. The ego. You know, and as I'm getting more confident in myself, which is crazy, the irony behind this, as I'm getting more confident in myself, I'm becoming way more, I'm becoming way less egotistical. I personally feel like. Now, some people on the outside may say, hey, maybe he's getting a little egotistical. Maybe he's getting full of himself. No, I'm just getting more confident. I truly believe in what I believe in. I'm starting to claim who I am. That's all that I'm doing. But my ego is more intact. I'm more willing to give more than I've ever been. I'm more willing to take less credit than I've ever been. I'm willing to not have my name on it for the success of the overall goal. I don't care as much as I used to. And that, my friends, gives me confidence. That gives me confidence in knowing that, hey, I can be as who I want. I can be my biggest cheerleader. I can be my biggest cheerleader, and there's nothing wrong with that. Rooting for yourself is not an egotistical thing. It's not arrogant. It's called building confidence. You got to believe in yourself more than anybody else does first. You have to believe in yourself first more than everybody else. You have to believe that you're a success before other people believe you're a success. What we like to do is wait on other people to build our confidence, and then we'll claim it versus claiming it. And when people don't agree with what we're claiming, it's okay, because you claim it long enough, they will eventually start to agree if your actions prove what it is you're claiming. Your actions have to prove what it is you're claiming, though. See, it got to all make sense. It got to all make sense. Your actions have to prove what you're talking about. You can't just be talking. You know what I love about ants as well? They don't talk, but they communicate. How do ants communicate? The fact that we can't communicate with ants, but we know what they're communicating, we know what they're doing, lets us know that actions speak louder than words, because we don't even speak the same language as ants, but their actions tell us everything we need to know. That's why I love ants. They work harder than anybody. They won't quit. They're relentless. They work together for the greater good of an overall purpose. They don't care who gets the credit. They will do it. They don't care. They don't care who gets the credit. It's about the team. It's about we. It's about us. And let's do it together. And it's going to take as many of us as necessary. They have a system in place. They follow rules with each other. They don't cross each other's lines. They have each other's back. I love that ants will build a bridge to get somewhere by hanging on to one another. Ants will cling together so that way other people can cross. So that other ants can cross. It's all about playing your role and playing your part. So many people are just caught up in wanting the freaking credit. Everybody want to hold the flag at the end. Everybody want to hold the gold at the end. Everybody want to be the person on the picture. Everybody want to be in the picture. Nobody want to build the frame. I'm going to say it again. Everybody wants to be in the picture, but nobody wants to build the freaking frame. Everybody want to be in the picture. Nobody want to take the picture. Somebody got to do the work. It's absolutely necessary. So I ask you, how do you work? Is your ego intact? Does it have to be your name on everything? Is that what it is? There's no reason why we have 5 of the same freaking businesses. There's no reason. You know what Disney does? Disney has so many companies, you don't even realize that Disney owns it. Coca-Cola has so many companies, you don't even realize Coca-Cola owns it. Because they don't care about the name and the credit. They care about the result. When Disney bought ESPN, they didn't say, let's change this to Disney Sports. They say, no. We're going to keep it Disney Sport. We're going to keep it ESPN. We don't care about the name. We care about the result. Let's work together. We got something big and we can help you get bigger. It's about working together, man. So many people are afraid to do that. Listen, I love Nipsey Hussle, but sometimes I think he taught us to a fault. A lot of us, we can't decipher the difference. Everybody want 100% ownership. Everybody want this. Like, you got to share. What are we talking about? You got to give to get. You got to give up percentages. You got to share. You got to let other people eat. You got to let people eat off you. Sometimes you got to cook and make place for other people. But we so selfish that we only cook. Since we cook, we like, well, you didn't help me cook, so you don't get a plate. Yeah, you keep living like that. Listen, ants don't care about who has the bigger plate, long as everybody eats. Do you understand what I just said? Ants don't care about who has the bigger plate, as long as everybody eats. I don't care if the man next to me got a bigger plate, long as I'm good with my food. You know, all the time I see at places, you know, or I go somewhere and they'll look at somebody else getting something. Why? Well, if they got that, why didn't I get that? Theirs look like this. Why mine don't look like this? You looking at somebody else's plate and you comparing to your own plate. You like if their plate didn't exist, you'd be happy with yours. You got to be happy with what you get. You got to be happy with what you earn and what you deserve. Now, all in all, I'll tell you, don't get less than you deserve now. But you got to know that without comparing yourself to anybody. You got to know that you're getting less than you deserve without seeing somebody else that got more than you deserve. You got to know when it comes. Don't compare yourself to somebody else's plate. Everybody's plate is different. Everybody's plate should be different. Everybody came at different times. It's cooked in a different way. Every piece of steak ain't cut exactly the same. Do you understand what I'm saying? Every piece of steak is not cut exactly the same. Every avocado is different. Every chicken is different. You're not going to get the same thing that somebody else got. You got to understand this. You're not going to get the same thing that somebody else got. I want to say top of the morning to my sister Lanice, who's always tuned in. And, you know, I've talked to her and I've made her the listener correspondent, man. She's always tapped in and always helping us grow from a listener perspective, and as what we need. And as we turn the tide on this thing come April, with our whole new format, which I'm super excited to share with everybody, I think is going to be, this is a step in the right direction. We have so many more steps we're trying to make, but this is, you know, one of the first steps of our huge evolution. Y'all see, I'm changing. You see, the business is changing. The station is changing. The way we do things are changing. The people are changing. It's what it's all about. We're evolving to the next version of what we're supposed to be. And I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, I need to be a billionaire. It's not by what I want to be anymore. It's something I need. You don't get, a lot of times you don't get what you want. You get what you need. So I got to change my words. So this is what I need. I need to be a billionaire for me to fulfill what I feel like I have on this earth. And some people may say, hey, be happy with where you at now, but I'm not happy with where I'm at now. I'm happy to get what I said I wanted to get. And what I want is to be a billionaire, not because of the money, not because of the status, because it seems like such a far-fetched goal that's the type of shit that I like to go after. That's the type of stuff I like to go after. I like to go after what's hard, what's far, what seems very difficult, what's rare. That's who I am. It's okay if you're not that way. But just be honest with yourself. You don't want to be a billionaire because Keith Good News want to be a billionaire. Don't do that. Once again, you can play your plate to my plate. Don't do that. Be happy with what you get and what you want. You came in a restaurant, you had a menu like I had a menu. You ordered chicken, you get chicken. I got the filet mignon. No, that's what I wanted, so that's what I ordered. Don't get mad when you don't get what you didn't order from the universe. You didn't order millions of dollars. You came and said, oh, you looked at the menu and said, oh, it's $1 million in here. Huh. Would be nice if they bring it, but I'm not going to order that because I can't afford. I can't afford it. I don't want to put in the work. I don't want to wait the time. I'm hungry now. It's going to take 2 years for them to make my $1 million order. I don't want to wait. I'm hungry now, so let me go ahead and get the chicken. So when you sitting there, when you come back to that restaurant 2 years later, don't get mad when I'm sitting there with my meal that took me 2 years, that took 2 years to prepare. Don't look at my plate and say, why your plate not like that? Because I put in the work to get my meal prepared this way. You don't want filet mignon, you want chicken. So that's what you order, that's what you got. So don't look at my filet. And by the way, I'm still waiting on my filet. You probably had your chicken already. I'm waiting on my filet though. So you get out of life what you order, ladies and gentlemen, not what you want. You get out of life what you order. It's not about what you want. It's about what you order off the menu of life. Most people want to order this huge success, but they get to the menu and they say, oh, that costs too much. They say it costs too much. So they say, I'm not getting that. It costs too much. I'm not paying the extra $1 for the avocado. I'm paying the extra $1 because I want my meal to be prepared the way I like it. I want to eat it the way I like to eat it. I want my life to be the way I like it to be. So I'm going to order what I want. I'm going to pay the price. I'm going to pay the price. Most of y'all don't want to pay the price. So when we both get our food, don't look at mine and be mad that mine is not like yours. This ain't what you ordered. You got what you ordered. So don't look at mine because I got what I ordered. It's a big difference. So I reset this show. If you just now tuned in, thank you to Top of the Morning. I am Keith Good News right here on TGN Talk. Excited to bring this new April format to y'all. Like I've been saying, it's exciting. Been working on it diligently for over a month now. And when we release, we're gonna do the best we can to release. But I don't care about what's wrong. I'm not even tripping if it ain't perfect. I don't care about none of that, dog. I'm been telling people that, like, man, we gotta be ready by April 1st. We're gonna be as ready as we can be. But it's coming April 1st, and we just gonna get better. Because May 1st is gonna be different. June 1st, July 1st. Next April 1st is gonna be. We're gonna get better. I don't care about not being perfect. Well, you know what I love about ants as well? They just get out there. They go out there and search first. They send a homie and say, listen, go find us some business. Go find the money. Where can we all show up? Listen, you know what they also do? They say, hey, y'all, when I come back, I'm going to have some for it. So be ready to go. Most people are not ready to go. Even if somebody, I say all the time, somebody can bring you $1 million opportunity, but you're not ready for the opportunity. How many opportunities came across, but you're not ready for it? You're not prepared for it. You haven't done the work. You haven't done the research. You're not ready to be lucky. You get out of life what you prepare for. Most people are not prepared for the opportunity that they've been waiting on. You've been waiting on it, but you ain't been preparing for it. You got to change that mindset. Get out that philosophy. Go into a new place. Go into a new realm. You get out of life what you prepare for. So what are you prepared for? Are you prepared for your $1 million opportunity? Prepared for your $10 million opportunity? For your $100 million? The reason why I dress like this, because I'm getting everything. I'm doing everything I got to prepare for. Some people may say, oh, I ain't got to look like that. Well, I do. Changing my philosophy. I used to think like that too. I used to think I can show up in sweats and a hoodie and make $1 billion. I can't do it. And I understand that's not how people have done it before me. Hell, even Jay-Z couldn't make $1 billion until he put a suit on. I'm not after $1 million. I'm not after a lot of money. I'm after the point of where money don't matter. I don't want to think about money. I don't want to even think about how much I made. I want to be able to say, I don't even know. I don't even look at my back. I don't think about money. I think about creating. I think about being generous to people. I think about putting other people on. I think about giving other people opportunity. That's what I want to be. I want to be able to say, hey, where y'all want to go? I know I got everything. Let me send you on a trip. I don't even think about it. I don't even know. I don't know how much I've made. I don't know how much I have. I don't think about it. And it costs a lot less than $1 billion to get it to that status, but y'all get what I'm saying. Money drives us so much that it got us, most of us, doing what we don't want to do for a living. I'm going to say it again. Money drives us so much, it got most of us doing what we don't want to do for a living to make money. Let's be honest. It got most of us really spending our day not being ourselves because of money. So don't sit here and tell me money ain't important. Don't talk to me about that. You ask me why I want to be a billionaire, because I want money not to matter. I want money not to create my decisions. I want money not to determine where I live. I want money not to determine what I drive. I want money not to determine what I eat and how I eat and how much I eat. I want money to determine nothing of my life. I want to determine everything. But to do that, for me, that's why I'm going after $1 billion. Because money don't matter then. But for most of y'all saying that money don't matter, y'all wake up every day and do what you don't want to do to make it. Are we lying to ourselves, or are we telling the truth? I don't care how you paint it. I don't care how you paint it. I don't care how you paint me. I'm to the point now where I understand what's happening now. I understand what's necessary. I understand what needs to happen. All my moves are way more strategic and way more calculated. I used to just do work and not have no plan with it. And it got me this far, and I'm grateful for that. And I think it's a lot of people who need to do that. Stop planning and start practicing. Stop planning, start practicing. And practicing means simply doing it. Just like doctors, they practice medicine. They don't do medicine, they practice it. When you're in surgery, they're still doing their practice. always a getting better aspect. So don't prepare so much. Just start practicing until you get really good at it. And then practice becomes easy. I'm to the point where I practice so long and so much. That's why it looks like I'm not practicing no more, but I still am. But I say that to say it comes a point where everything becomes calculating calculation. The numbers, you got to know your numbers. You got to know what it looks like. You got to know how much it is. There's very important aspects. You got to know how to do the task. You got to get some. Man, it's a whole lot going on. When you want people to work with you, you got to have your shit calculated together. Nobody's going to just follow you and say, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just going this way. Who's going to follow you? And most of y'all out here just, come on. You know what gives you more faith in what you're doing? Having a plan. Having a purpose. That's what gives you more faith. The reason why you don't have faith, now some people got the plan, but they still don't have purpose. You don't have no purpose. Why are you doing what you're doing? And if it's to make money, that's what it is. Great. At least you understand your purpose. But why do you do what you do? If you work a camera, why do you work a camera? Because you like to do it. It's not about you. You can't provide a purpose in the world for just doing what you just like to do for yourself. You got to provide value to the people. You got to solve a problem in the world. You got to be a part of making life entertaining, convenient for people. You got to be a part of people's lives. So it can't just be about you. You got to offer the world a service. So what service do you provide to the world? And why do you provide? What's the purpose of it? You know, every great story I've ever heard, I was listening to this show last night with the lady who, the black woman, I'm going to say lady, I want to be more precise than that. The black woman who owns Bobby Cosmetics, I believe. Bossy Cosmetics. And her story, and I hear these stories all the time. I don't know about y'all, but I only listen to one podcast or two. I listen to two podcasts. Guess me, I listen to outside everything I listen to on the Good News is radio shows. But I only listen to two podcasts. I listen to Business Wars and listen to How I Built This. That's it. That's all I listen to. Stories on how these huge companies have built themselves to be super successful. So I can know what to do and I pinpoint, I pull out. And it's a common thread between all of them. I had a purpose behind it. I knew something that I can help people with. I built something I can help people understand and help people. Bossy Cosmetics, she realized hey, women had it was a huge gap in the lipstick market. She filled it. She created a purpose for it. She said, hey, this is the lipstick that you take to you with your office. She created a market around. You don't have to leave this lipstick at home. This is lipstick you carry around with you all day. Create a purpose behind it. Say, hey, the purpose for this lipstick is to have it with you at all times because that's what it is. Just not a leave at home lipstick. This is the reapply all day lipstick. Just like chapstick, but it was genius. I say that to say that it was a purpose behind it. What purpose do you have? What purpose are you providing? Ladies and gentlemen, the philosophy of ants. You know they have a purpose. And it's all about the team. They're consistent. They're relentless. And they let no obstacle stop them. They would die for their goal. They would risk their life for the purpose of the team, the world, their world. They trust each other. They don't betray each other. They stick to the script and they get the job done until it's complete. Ants will work all night. They'll work all day. They won't stop. They say we got to get it done and we got to feed our people. The philosophy of ants, ladies and gentlemen. Are you willing to work together or do you got to be Mr. Big Ant? You got to be Mrs. Big Ant. You want to be the biggest ant in there. You know, they asked me, Somebody asked me the other day, like, what do you think a leader's role is in an organization? And of course, I started thinking about it and started saying, okay, to lead, to create the vision. And I realized like a leader's role is to do whatever is necessary. Whatever is necessary. You know how people will, at work, be like, that's not my job. Leader never says that. It's always your job. Whether they gotta clean toilets, whether they gotta make sales transactions. From top to bottom, a leader does what's necessary. If we are riding on a bus and we catch a flat tire and we don't have a spare, a leader wraps himself around the rim and becomes a tire. So that way, the bus can continue to move on to the destination. The leader is the one who stays up driving all night if he has to, if she has to get to the destination while everyone else is asleep. That analogy is a mental analogy. A leader is always thinking about how to get us to our destination. I'll do whatever it takes. So, ladies and gentlemen, the philosophy of Ants, work together, get the job done. That's the whole purpose. Remove the ego, and you'll realize how much farther we go. Until Monday, ladies and gentlemen, y'all keep it real. Y'all know what it is. Go win the day. It's Big Wednesday, and I'm out. Yeah. Uh-huh.